basketball. Here on 2K Sports, Game 2, we're bringing it to you live. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the Dallas Mavericks. You look at Dallas.
Well, they don't have any time to waste. It's a quick series. The time to act is now. If they don't bring their A game tonight, it's all over for them, plain and simple. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And Dallas with possession. Here's Castle. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Christie drops in the three.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Blocked again! On the break! Uses the glass on the layup.
I just love the ball movement.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Holmgren. From downtown. They get it back. And the layup is good off the glass. Holmgren's got his second basket.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Castle. Here's Bailey. Shoots over Eason. Kicks it to George. Clock at 4. Throw it down!
Nice!
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Second team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stat for the Warriors.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
On the wing, Isaac. Here's Castle. And he's going for the oop here. 3-on-3. Williams grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 7. Pass to George. Outside, Williams. Launches a 3. And it's Paul George with the 3. George has got 5.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Now here's George. He's got 5. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by Isaac. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 4. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. .156 left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Isaac. And Dallas with possession. Here's Bailey. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Right wing. We've got 1:23 left in the first. To win the cold spell. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Bailey. Drives to the hoop. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Oh, so much size. Holmgren barely has to jump.
Kicks it out to Isaac. Picked by Isaac. For 3, George. Christie with a rebound. The Warriors leading. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Holmgren missing. Here's George. Another shot. Pass to Bailey. And he banks in the layup. Bailey's got 7.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Willing passes, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Got it off in time. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Pass to Drummond. And here comes the break. Here's Reeves. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Hey, we know it's hard to score in this league. Reeves knows that too. That's why he wants to score in transition whenever he can.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
The 3. The shot that time not on target. Drummond. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Misses the deep three-point attempt.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's the pick. Offensive board. Azubuike. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shot.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Dick. Tipped. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And that one misses. Mavericks trail by 4. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. To the right side. And here's George. He's got 5. Again, the miss by Dallas. To the wing, right side. He drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Dick. George scanning the floor. They still need this. And the jam by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grady Dick picks one up. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
George outside. To the paint. Pass to Shepard. Here's Bailey. Checked by Tucker. 4 on the clock. From the high post. Bailey's shot is off. The Warriors lead by 6. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
He takes it in. He's off on the layup. And Dallas with possession. Here's Bailey. The offensive rebound. Tries again. The Warriors pull it in.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Tucker with a screen. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Ellis. He's scoreless. Clock at 6. A deep three. Rebounded by Bailey.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Reeves outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Zero hesitation from Reeves that time. He never lacks confidence.
Tucker with a screen. Off with the layup.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Fires top of the key. Bailey's shot is off. The Warriors lead by 3. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Pass to Drummond. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Drummond's got his first points of the night.
A true center, a throwback center. Drummond is not a guy who jacks up three. Andre wants to eat inside.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Here's Ellis. Connects from downtown. And now an 8-point Warrior lead.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Here's Bailey. 9 points in the game. Williams on the wing. Pass to Bailey. And he drives. Oh, my goodness! Powered it home!
Did you see it, Reed? Don't you look! Bringing the house down!
Oh, powered down with both hands.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors ahead. They're up by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. The Warriors lead by 6. Driving inside, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Golden State with the ball. Inside. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Castle misses. There's the drive.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And Dallas making a change here. Mavericks trail by 10. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Bailey. Eason pulls it in. It's Holmgren, high post. Pass to Christie. Launches it. Williams grabs the board.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Here's Bailey. Count the basket. Bailey's got 15 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Down low. Down low. Holmgren drops it in.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
There's a screen to the paint. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Misses the 3. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Warriors. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Shoots. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Aha, so clever with the up fake.
Holmgren is good at going into the contact in these type of situations.
He's off on the second. And Dallas with possession. To the inside. George. And the jam by George.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Pass to Christie. Six to shoot. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to Dallas. .152 left in the third. Reeves with the ball. They set the pick. And he lobs it up top. Holmgren with the block.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
And stolen by Holmgren. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, swiped away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. George for 3. Buries it from 3. George has got 14 points.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter, because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Offensive rebound. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Reeves. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams changing it up here. The Warriors lead by 6. .32 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Drummond. No good again that time.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Now Reeves. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer off the mark. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game, and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. What if it goes? No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Mavericks trail by 6. George outside. No good from outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Screen by Holmgren. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Three-pointer. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
George outside. Holmgren with the block. The Warriors lead by 9. Bingo! Chet. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
You got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active, and making things happen.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Holmgren's got 19 points.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find. In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Inside. Big 10. Throwing it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Bailey. Can't get it to drop. Eason with some nice D. The Warriors lead by 11. Tipped. Tries to keep it alive. And stolen by Holmgren. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Pass to Holmgren. Four on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Christie's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Bailey. Tipped away. Here's Christie. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Here's Bailey. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Bailey's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
The Warriors lead by 13. To the inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Robert Williams picks up one.
And how about the focus from Holmgren? Absorbing the hit like a champ.
And so it's Dallas with it. Oh, there's the alley. A minute 39 left. Woo!